Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you're listening to this at. Thank you for this is episode 2 of ISP podcast. Okay. So it's a lot of things that we want to get done. We want to thank you for those who liked, shared. I think Antoine, you're gonna do this. What do they need to do to follow us? Tell us.
Yeah, they need to like, share, subscribe. You know what time it is to hit that notification bell.
Hit that notification bell because guess what? You want to know when we come out. We're going to be doing it on Thursdays, right? So you want to know every time that we're doing the video, you want to hit that record button. Okay, just to get you started off and just to segue into our topics or whatever else. Last week was my birthday, and you guys told me happy birthday. I didn't tell you exactly what we did because that Thursday, we had went and go see the Wiz, right? So I think it was really a good show. I would recommend if you got a chance to see it. It was a sold out show, so check out the Wiz. Scarecrow ain't gonna never be Michael Jackson, but yeah, whatever else. But I just wanted to talk about that. And then this week, I had to do jury duty. Any of you did jury duty before?
No, I had a chance to, but I was able to get out of it, so I never done it.
What about you, Ant?
Oh no, I would not like to do it.
Okay, what about you, Bill?
No, never did it.
Well, you know what? I did jury duty, and I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't like jury duty. My wife is so excited about doing jury. I don't want to choose whether to do, judge somebody or whatever else. That's just me. The particular case I can talk about it now. It was a murder case. So I don't know if you guys heard about the guy. I guess he killed somebody in Lakewood. I was on actually about to be selected for his thing, but thank God we was there till like 5:30 because it was a whole bunch of stuff going on, but he eventually pleaded guilty. And so I didn't have to be on that. Thank God. I don't want to choose nobody's life, whatever else. But just talking about that, in murder cases, Tye, you was telling me about an ex-football player. What was it, Sergio Brown, involved in some type of murder with his mom? Tell us about that.
Yeah, they were saying that they found his mom, I think behind the house in a creek or something, and they was calling her and they couldn't get a hold of her. So I guess a neighbor or somebody found her, and they said the whole time while this was going on, her son, the football player, he was all partying like nothing happened, and the FBI got involved, and they think that he had something to do with it. And I think it's sad. I think it probably had something to do with arguing over money.
But that's your mama, man. You only get one. Bill, is your mom still alive?
No, she's not. I lost her about 4 years ago to cancer.
Okay, so you miss your mom, right?
Oh, yeah, yes, I do. I miss her every day. I miss her every day.
Having a mom is a different topic of experience. And I didn't understand until we all are maturing here. I just, like you said, I just joined the 40s. But you start to realize that your parents, they're not going to live forever or whatever else. But your mom, how could you do harm to your mom? Could you think about doing something like that, Antoine, to your mama?
Well, I wouldn't do nothing like that because I was raised different. I wouldn't do that to nobody's mom.
I mean, it's just crazy. I said, that they lost the mother, right? And now they're gonna lose him. So right now he's being under investigation for this, and I think it's your mama. That's really sad. Your mom. I mean, on a sadder note, on a happier note, the Cavs. So I know, Bill, you got some good news with us about the Cavs. What happened with the Cavs yesterday?
Well, the Cats opened up the season and they won. The final was 114 to 113. We need some help on defense. We got a couple of new players that needs to go on to the system. But I think it's our year. I think we're gonna go all the way this year. Go Cavs.
Go Cavs. What about you?
Well, like you said, we need help on defense. They got to get used to how the chemistry of the team is so they can come together as a team and win games. They did good last night.
I agree with you. Sometimes chemistry is a big part of the game. Like me being able to pass to you or be able to read with you. There's a lot of players that have that intelligence that like they can read each other. Like, and that's even playing, on a personal. I like playing with people I ain't got to really talk to. Like, go here, go there. They know that I'm about to pass to them, and they know what to do. So that starts with you playing with somebody for a long time. It was a close game. I know that Donovan Mitchell started the game with a 3, and there was a lot of threes hit in the game. But it's kind of scary. Like the New York, they came Brooklyn Nets. They came back really pretty soon. Like if he didn't miss that 3 at the end of fourth quarter, this will be a totally different game.
Yes.
So like I agree with you. The defense got to do a lot better, but overall the Cavs did a really good job. Proud of you. We'll take a win. A win is a win, right?
Yeah.
So what is your thoughts? Because I know you a basketball head. So what do you think? Oh, I'm sorry. Don't want us lose our mic. Go ahead.
I think they need to do a little better protecting the paint and working together with that. But I think it was a good game. I think they did the best they could. And I think that we probably see a couple more wins from them.
Yeah. Donovan, you was looking good last night. I just like you said, I defensively we was giving up too much. They had a good lead, and then the Nets did a great job of coming back. And then it was going forward. Once you had such a lead like that, we should have been able to maintain that. And that's something that, like you're saying, like with defense, we got to do a better job of that. Do we know any new news about the Browns? We know that we just had a win, but have you heard anything about Deshaun Watson? What's going on, Bill?
Well, I did some research. He's going to be out this week. He had an MRI on his shoulder. Same shoulder. I don't know why they put him in Sunday. My opinion, I don't think he was ready. But I want to say something. I don't know if anybody watched that game, but Myles Garrett jumped over that line and blocked that field goal, and he got a sack and forced a fumble. Let's give it up for our Brownies.
All right, we're gonna see some more. I think sometimes when players don't want to play, it could be because they actually injured, but a lot of times it's with that money, it's with that direct deposit bill. So if that direct deposit ain't hitting your account, they ain't trying. Because I was reading an article, I know we put it on the last show. They're having some issues, I guess, with the contract and different things like that. And if he's injury prone, the Browns are going to lose a lot of money because they guaranteed him a certain amount of money.
No, but he's guaranteed that money, no matter if he plays or not.
And see, that's the problem. Is like, it used to be you had to earn that money, and now more players are getting guaranteed, but then now they're getting hurt. And so, like, even if he doesn't, perform for us, we got to pay this guy. We guaranteed him this money. We can't go and get somebody better. I'm just out there.
If he was the owner of the Browns, would you guarantee him that money?
It depends. I'm a business person. So first of all, I would say I would guarantee you a certain amount, but it wouldn't have been that amount. And I get he's new or whatever else, and that's the norm now in NFL, NBA, and everywhere else. They guaranteeing these contracts without people actually proving that they are worth the money. Like in the instance of LeBron James have proved moreover coming into the league about like what he's doing, and Michael Jordan and all of these. So they were able to negotiate a better contract. I mean, but you got to prove yourself first, at least in my opinion.
Oh, and under the scenes, I heard that the Browns had signed another running back to the practice squad because Ford is hurt.
See, this is what I'm talking about. We got too many injuries, Browning. We got to do some things. Oh my goodness! Wow, wow. I mean, yeah, and yeah. Okay, okay. So we just wanted to give an update on the conflict between Israel and Pakistan. You were saying that number one, I know that they were talking about they released some hostages, right?
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about that. They released hostages and what else happened?
They called it, I can't remember what they called it, but like good deed or something. But they released I think it was a grandmother. I think it was two grandmothers, and it was some younger people, but they were saying it's still like they're still holding like 200 more hostages, and some of them are Americans or something like that. And I had seen on the news that they were saying that a guy was looking for his son, and in the rubble he found his son, but he found body parts of his son, and he had to pick his son body parts up and put it in the plastic bag. And I think that's just sad and terrible.
So I hear some emotion coming over, and what's going through your head when you heard what he just said?
Well, what's going through my head is it's really sad that he had to find his kid body parts.
And I think that a big thing that people need to take in consideration is, you know, we're not, I'm not advocating for any wrong. I think the people who are a part of the Hamas and went in and murdered and did all of this is wrong. We all agree with that, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
So we all agree with that. I also don't think it's right for them to go in and bomb in certain areas where there are innocent people. I think somebody was saying that like 500 kids or something were killed. Palestinian kids were killed, and here's the thing: I don't want any innocent person. They don't deserve it, especially children. That's got to be hurtful for you to be a father, and you're looking for your son, and you finding basically pieces of your child in the rubble. What could that do to you as a person? Go ahead, man.
What that can do to somebody as a person, I'm gonna take your question.
Okay.
It's going to do for a person, it's going to break them down. They won't see their family, but how's you gonna see them when you finding body parts? It's really sad.
I mean, it's heartbreaking. We already talked about last week. You were telling us, Tye, about the 6-year-old that stabbed 26 times in Chicago. My prayers go out not only to the Israelis but the Palestinians and all of the things that's going on. I actually, like, my wife and stuff, we're students of CSU. And I actually seen a Jewish man and a Palestinian guy got into it, and one of the Palestinian guys was like, "Oh, I don't care, because my cousin was one of the people who passed away in Palestine, so it's affecting people here on this soil." But there was some Jewish student groups who got together, and they're trying to find a more diplomatic approach to this because too many people are dying. Too many people are losing their life, and life is precious. I'm blessed to, like I was saying, I'm blessed to see another birthday, blessed to see you guys and work with you guys, and life to me is precious, and I don't want to see anybody, especially kids, get hurt or innocent people get hurt. So, and connection with that, which one of you guys were telling me that Biden was maybe trying to or looking to give like Israel $1 billion? So who was that, you that was telling me that? So what's going on with this with that issue?
I think that he was trying to get them $1 billion to help fight their war, to give them like the stuff that they need to win the war. But I feel like I get that, but I feel like you're doing that. But what about the people over here in your own country that's suffering? You know, people that got to pay their bills and people that got to pay stuff for school and everything else. I just think it's wrong. I think you need to do better.
Okay, and so you're not the only person that feels that way. And like I said, I'm not a Democrat, I'm not a Republican, and I do my best to vote for the person who is, who's, who's going to do the best in my eyes. One thing I will say is, I when I heard you say that, and I'm gonna do some more research. This is just something that we were looking up. But there's a migrant crisis happening right here in the US right now with migrants are like flooding the streets of New York City. Like I just was recently up there this summer because my wife had to take care of her mom. She had to get heart surgery and things of that nature. And honestly, when you go into Manhattan, there's people you would think they were homeless, but they were migrants. New York City is known for its homeless population, and the mayor who just got elected is newly appointed, Mayor Adams. He's dealing with these issues about like the immigrants, and he's had stress to Joe Biden that we need your help, we need your assistance to help with this migrant crisis. So for you to say that you want to help, and don't get me wrong, I think the people of Israel, we do want to give, some assistance to. They are allies and stuff like that. I'm not saying that, but it doesn't look good when we are dealing with a crisis right now, such as there are people who are coming over here into our borders and they're looking for sanctuary, which is fine, but they're being put in New York City and to capacity. One expert said that just to take care of them in the next 3 years, it's going to be like $12 billion. I get that, one of the solutions was let them work, right? You let them work, but what about the people that's homeless and need jobs and stuff like that? What are your thoughts on that, Ant? Like, what do you think about that, man? You have any thoughts on it?
Well, my thoughts about that, they should help more people that really need the money. If Joe Biden promised that he was gonna do something, he should keep his word on it.
I mean, I agree totally. What about you, Bill? What do you feel about this issue? Because it seems like you got something on your mind about
Just like Ken said, if he's going to do something and say he's going to do it, he should stick to his word.
I'm still waiting for him to forgive my loans. I got student loans. I'm afraid they're gonna hit my direct deposit, y'all. I'm afraid.
You in that direct deposit. What is up with that?
That's our money. That's how we make our money, with that direct deposit, Joe. I'm gonna tell you like this. I think that charity should start at home, and then once you do for us, then we, whatever is left over, we can help people. We're not saying don't help Israel. We're not helping the migrants that come in there are looking to get assistance. No, but make sure you take care of home first. We're dealing with some issues here in America with a lot of things, and we want to address our people and make sure that our tax dollars are going towards us and not everybody else, right?
All
right. So, do anybody disagree with that?
No.
Okay. All right. Speaking about New York City, is anybody familiar with the radio show The Breakfast Club?
Yeah.
You listen to The Breakfast Club? Do you know what The Breakfast Club is?
I heard it, but I didn't listen to all of it.
So, Bill, do you know what The Breakfast Club is?
I haven't.
Okay, so you don't have to really listen to it. So I think me and you, Tye, we were talking about it. DJ Envy of The Breakfast Club. He's a host. He's been on there for years. So originally it was DJ Envy, Angela Yee, and Charlemagne. I'm not calling him the God because he ain't no God, but Charlemagne is on the show. And so I guess Envy, and I have seen him talk about this on the show because I watched the show. My wife, she's from, like I said, she's from New York City, and so a lot of the New York media and stuff I'm privy to because she watches it, right? So it's been lately, been involved in a scam where I don't know the name of the guy, I forgot his name. It was right on the tip of my tongue, but I lost it. Him and this guy were, inviting people. He's doing seminars and endorsing this guy about, like, buying property, which, and investing into different things. And this guy, if I'm not mistaken, they say he took millions of dollars from people. People have put lawsuits against DJ Envy, against him. They actually came in, the FBI arrested him. He was able to get all on bond, and he's on house arrest right now.
Wow.
So you got to get money, millions of dollars to even get out of house arrest, whatever. And DJ Envy is in the whole mix of this whole entire thing, but also, I was just watching, I think this morning, Joe Budden was making fun of him because he was like, he had asked him, there's an actual interview out there. He said, I told Joe about it, and he said it was a Ponzi scheme. And now Budden is laughing at him because he's like, it was. And now if he's connected to this, there's a possibility DJ Envy may be going to jail because a lot of people lost a lot of money. So what do you think when a celebrity is putting out there? Do you think DJ Envy, in your opinion, because we don't know, this is still developing, but from the surface, do you think that DJ Envy is actually liable for endorsing this stuff? And then I'm gonna start with you, Tye, endorsing this scammer, and now people has got scammed out of money and they're looking to get paid. So it's funny because I think he's gonna probably wind up losing his job too, because they even put a lawsuit against iHeartRadio where he worked at. So what do you think about that?
I believe he is, and I believe he need to be held accountable for what he did. So yes, I do believe it. Because they said Ja Rule did something like that too at one time.
With the fire force.
Yeah. So yes, I do believe that he need to make sure these people are taken care of. And I do think he need to be locked up.
Okay, I said Fire Force. That's an anime, but it was a fire fest. But what do you think, Bill? What is your thoughts on, this is a celebrity, people thinking that he's credible, and he literally tells you, hey, Bill, invest in this, this is a good guy. I've done some investments and doing well. So what do you think? Should he be held liable?
Like Tye said, he should be reliable.
Yeah.
He needs to go to jail.
Oh, you saying he needs to go to jail?
Yeah, he needs to go to jail. If me and you did it, our butts be in jail, so he needs to go to jail.
I mean, you bring up a good point. If it was a regular person who didn't have any money, we would be tied to that, right?
Yes.
And I understand, like, sometimes you think it's a good deal and somebody trying to persuade you. I know since the pandemic happened, you got a lot of scammers with people. People are trying to really, be in business for themselves and get away from the rat race and the 9 to 5. And, I understand that, but, I would say do your research. It's important that you do your research and know about this stuff. I have been a victim of predatory lending and things like that. So I know where these people are coming from. And my name was put in the mud. So, my lesson from that was do your research and don't just give people money. So what do you think, Ant? Should he be liable for this?
Well, I think he should be reliable for it. I'll pick off for what everybody said. It's innocent people's out there. You don't do that to them.
I mean, it's true. People are struggling. It's hard. I was looking at something because I'm always on social media. I have to be, because that's part of what my job is looking at social media and getting a, feel of what trends are going out there, how we can better market to people and services and, the different offerings that I want to say, excuse me, We had a little technical difficulties, but we back, right? We're back,
Yes,
guys.
we're back.
We're back. So back to what I was saying was I understand what these people are going through. You know, I was, you know, that happened to me. I was involved where somebody used my name and I had to pay for that. So my heart goes out to them, but this is like a sticky story because like what Bill said, if this is a regular person, you know, it's, you know, it's, I don't know, you know what I'm saying? But this is what I'm gonna say, and this is not my expertise. I'm not a lawyer or whatever else, but I would think because he is a credible person, perceived as a credible person, he's endorsing these ideas, they're gonna look at it and say, you know what? You are the reason why they endorse it. Because it's kind of like that is the whole point of companies using influencers or stars. They give the credibility to the product, right? So if you've been in show business, DJ Envy has been in the industry for very many of decades, right? And so if I'll give you an example. If President Barack Obama was like, this is good for you. Because if you like Obama, if you're a fan of Obama or whatever else, he said that, you're gonna trust it, right? Or that's just like if your parent tells you something like, hey, Antoine, go to this store, do this, blah, blah, blah. You trust them because they have a certain credibility, right?
Mhm.
So I don't think that this is going to work out in his favor. It may work out in his favor, but he's going to be tied to it because, like I said, they brought lawsuits against iHeartRadio. They brought lawsuits against him, lawsuits against, and so not only is this going to be in a civil case, right? We, like you said, this may turn into like a criminal case because, like, you have extorted money from people. And not to say that DJ Envy is maybe guilty of extorting money from people, because we probably didn't. He might have been a victim because that's what he's claiming, that he's been a victim of the same thing. But on the same token, why didn't you speak out earlier to warn people, hey, look, I thought this was a legitimate idea. And, you know, I did make some money from it. However, don't mess with such and such. They are a scam. Right?
Yeah.
Because you're putting your name out there, but you know, hey, whatever else. And I'm glad we have something else to talk about. We ain't gonna talk about Jada Smith and Will Smith this week. It's
That's just
it's disrespectful to the show. I feel like, and I'm sorry, since I brought her up, we gonna have to talk about it.
Okay. Come on, do we?
Yes, Bill, we gotta talk about it.
No, we don't. We can skip it this week.
I gotta get this off my chest. I looked on our list. I'm like, and I see Jada's name right here. I see Jada Smith. Jada Pinkett Smith.
Just because it's on the list, it don't mean we have to talk about it.
What about it, man? Do we talk about her or not? Can we just, are we gonna be petty today or not? Let's be petty. If you tell us we can be petty, we gonna be petty. I'll see. Look, he gave me the go. Can I be petty?
Go ahead.
No, they told me I can be petty. My other host on this show told me I can be petty. So guess what? I'm being petty today. We did all that talk about, oh, she has humiliated Will Smith and all of this other stuff. Will Smith get on the stage with her like, you know, he holding her head and all that other stuff. And it's like, Will, everybody was on your side and you talking about you still gonna be in this toxic relationship with her. So now at this point, should we blame Will Smith? Should we blame Jada Pinkett, or is she manipulated him? What's going on, man?
I'm in the middle. I don't like, it's hard. It's hard to make the decision.
Because it's like, okay, I'm gonna be honest with you. My heart went out to him because even when he had slapped Chris Rock, I'm like, okay, this woman is taking him through the thing. You already then went on TV and said, we're divorced, we're separated for 7 years. And then she talking about when he smacked Chris Rock I knew that he was my husband. You didn't know you oh Lord, I ain't gonna even go there. You ain't know he was your husband when you was sleeping with the son's friend, August, October, November. Y'all didn't know about that either. He wasn't your husband then. Oh, come on, Jada. You know, it's like very messy, but at this point, maybe it is Will too. Maybe it's Will too, because you're agreeing to be in a toxic relationship. Y'all separated, you know. Oh, go ahead, man. Go ahead.
Even his own son, they own kids even going against him. It's sad because the son was even saying something about allegedly that his dad actually like guys or preferred guys or something like that. And I'm like, wow, like he been keeping it. I guess he ready to just come out and just tell the truth.
I'm gonna do this again. Hey, is that what Will is? They call it Will.
I'm not like that now.
Okay, well, we using Bill. You go, okay, but you know, that's his prerogative. That's what he want to do. That's his life. But maybe that is the issue. I mean, it has been rumors, you know, alligator rumors that he may do that. But to my understanding, Jada is the one who introduced, you know, the whole open marriage concept to the relationship. But it's kind of like, you know, I guess this is why the kids are kind of dealing with a whole bunch, and it's kind of like I said, they're very intelligent, but they're kind of weird and eccentric and whatever else. They've probably seen a lot coming in and out of that house.
Yeah.
Probably by both parents, you know. At the end of the day, the kids are grown, like we said last time. You know, what is y'all holding on to if it's toxic? You know, if he did something that bad, then Jada, you know,
Let it go.
let it go. Tye you out of the shot. I need you to come back in. Look. Come back. Yeah. We want you to be in this shot. And shout out to Tye. He's the one that told us to wear the orange today. He gonna be dressed.
Dressing guy over there.
He's gonna be dressing us, you know, so we can be unified. You got the brownies and the orange and all that other stuff. So thank you, Tye. Speaking about that, we've been talking about like Jada Pickett and all the other stuff. And Ant wanted me to talk about this. Like, what about your jobs? Like, right now, this is one of our jobs, right?
Yeah.
We all share this platform together. This is one of our jobs. Why don't you tell the people about like some of the aspects of working here at Willingham's? So, what are some of the things that you do on a daily basis at Willingham's as a job?
Well, I want to say this. I help do a lot, and I can count on Will, Tye. They help do a lot. So I'm part of Nifty Thrifty.
Okay. And
shout out to them.
Shout out to Nifty Thrifty. And so I want to say you guys do a really good job. So and this is also sponsored by Nifty Thrifty. Great place where you can find some of the most expensive things for a really decent price. So go ahead.
If you're looking for what you're looking for, don't go to no rental center. Don't go to no other store. You know, you can come. Your boy, Mr. Nifty.
Okay, and hey, and we telling you, like, honestly, they got a Monet reprint in there right now. Sometimes they be having Louis Vuitton and Guess and all the stuff for the ladies and the latest fashions. I've went in there and I was like, man, wow, y'all actually are selling that. They have a Versace inspired table set that's in there that's a beautiful, like really beautiful. Mr. Nifty, which he goes by Mr. Ed, but Mr. Nifty and Miss Angel do a really good job. You guys do a great job in the store making the presentation beautiful. If you don't like the whole idea of going to like the Goodwill or the Salvation Army because it's that smell, that smell that's in there. Nifty smells beautiful.
Yes,
like,
it does.
They top to bottom is cleaned every single day. It smells good in there. The music that's playing, it's a really, really nice place to go shop. And I would, and I've been traumatized. I'm gonna tell y'all how I've been traumatized. My grandmother, rest her soul, she loved going to Goodwill, right? She would drag me there, and I would be like, we'd be there for hours. I'm like, oh God, I hate this store. But when I came into Nifty's, it was really nice. It's beautiful. I see friendly faces like you guys. You guys are always helping out. And I'm gonna get to you. What's up?
Yes, so come by, stop in, shop at Nifty. It's a really nice store. Shout out to Mr. Ed, Miss Angel. Shop there, nice people.
And so what did you have to say?
So we keep the place clean, and we do it every single day. We wipe down walls. It's multiple things to do in there. So if you want to come shop, come shop.
Okay, so what is a job? Because I seen you in corporate office.
Yeah.
So you do work in Nifty's, am I correct?
I used to, but now I just work at the day program.
Okay.
Cleaning.
Okay. So he does a lot of cleaning. I want you to scoot in a little bit better because I want you to be in this shot. I'm gonna hold you so you stay in the shot. So you when we had the technical difficulty, the camera went crazy, but I seen you and Bill, you work at the corporate office and you guys do jobs. We do this. This is a job right here, the podcast. I'm really impressed with you guys. Like you guys do a really good job. The owner of Willingham's has really entrusted some really capable guys to do some different things, and everybody does something here that is wonderful, and they do it to whatever, whatever. But I enjoy doing this podcast with you. It's really a really fun job to do. Okay. It's not like it's like me hanging out with the guys, because that's what we're doing. We're hanging out with the guys and stuff like that. So I really appreciate y'all letting me come into y'all space and invade your space and come in and just be a guest and kind of like, you guys tell me what to do and all that other stuff. And I'm getting intimidated by it. I have a good time. We can sit up here and laugh. This was a wonderful podcast. I do want to say this, though, just on some clip notes or whatever else. Watch us, right?
Yeah.
Subscribe. Hit that notification bell. I'm gonna let he do it way better than me. Okay, let's do this. And what should they do?
You know what time it is.
Okay.
It's time for you to hit that notification bell.
That's right. Hit that notification bell for every time that we're having a show or whatever else. This was a really good show. Thank you. Sorry for cutting you out of the shot. We cut him out. He disappearing. Look.
And it's disappearing
on us. He coming back.